In 1974, the Bills introduced the logo that we recognize today as their logo. They changed their logo from the standing buffalo to the charging buffalo, the one that has the streak that goes with it, the one we all think of, right? The designer added a streak to the logo to communicate movement, action, speed, and intensity. But another detail that was added to that new logo was the buffalo's horns. Horns communicate strength. In football, strength can take many forms. It can be a dominant defense. It can be explosive playmakers. It can be brilliant coaching. But sometimes it comes from unexpected places, like a no-named quarterback from California that played at Wyoming. Like the charging buffalo, the horn points us to strength. So it is also in 1 Samuel. The Lord's actions reveal his strength in Hannah's life. And more broadly, it shows God's strength in Israel's life and their relationship with God. God brings life where there was none for both Hannah and Israel. He turns Hannah's life upside down in a good way, and he turns Israel's life upside down in a good way. They would never be what they were apart from him in their life. And as Hannah's song unfolds in 1 Samuel chapter 2, God's strength appears in unexpected ways. Let's just look through her song or her prayer here for a moment. In verse 1, she says, "The lowly rejoice over their enemies." The lowly are not usually who make the headlines of conquering an enemy. But yet it says, the lowly are the ones who rejoice over their enemies. Or in verses 3 through 4, "The proud are weighed and brought low." We often think the proud are never going to be brought to their knees. They're always going to just be over us. But yet Hannah's saying, no, they do. God weighs their actions and brings justice. In verse 5, we see that the hungry are filled while the full become hungry. That things are turned upside down. Unexpected. In verse 8, we see the poor and needy are raised up and seated with princes. Again, not what we would expect. The wicked are silenced, we see in verse 9. And in verse 10, human strength does not prevail. It's not human strength that makes things happen. And when those who oppose the Lord, they're broken by how the Lord responds to that situation. What we see in all of these is that every one of these is a reversal. It reveals the same truth. God's strength is made known by how he acts. And how he acts is to work in unexpected ways. And he delights to act for those who have no strength of their own. God is the horn. He is the strength that the lowly look to. He makes himself known by displaying this kind of strength again and again and again and again for people the world would least expect. That's why Hannah begins her song by rejoicing in the Lord, her horn. We see that in chapter 2, verse 1. Because he alone is the Lord. He is the one who has authority over all things. There is no strength like his. God's strength is made known through what he's done. And we know God's strength by how he steps into history, how he steps into our stories.